me go shut that. Oh, here's my other shirt. What about that? I had a shirt over here. Grab a water. See here. Hey everybody, I'm here. Oh, got a glare. One moment, please. Hopefully that's a little better. A little better. So, I don't see anybody here in chat yet. But I wanted to stop in and say hi to everybody before I get to more of my projects. I made myself some breakfast, some eggs, and some leftover sauteed onions, some roast beef hash. Clean that all up. Oh my gosh. Whipped up 2 steaks and seasoned them and put them in the fridge to marinate. I whipped out about 8 salads to have them ready in the fridge. I had bought those see-through plastic that you buy when you go to the deli and the lid flops over and snaps into place. Well, I had bought a whole bunch of those a couple years ago for when we were working and the kids were taking salads to school. And hold on, I'm trying to fix my messy hair over here. But yeah, so I had ordered a bunch from Webstaurant.com. Where is everybody? Are y'all snowed in? We got snow. The roads have been awful. Started last night, and I went out this morning after Chris left. I've been up since his alarm went off. Hey, Shift, how you feeling? And just his alarm woke me up, and then Sierra's was going off, and then her TV, her desktop, she was watching something on there, and it was playing, and she was sleeping, and so it all woke me up. And hasn't been really any sleeping in here this whole week that they've had school off. I've been getting up early still due to everything else. And hey, Joe. Yeah, it's treacherous out there right now. Treacherous. So yeah, I whipped up a bunch of salads. I took a whole head of lettuce. I prefer iceberg. Trying to eat better, keep my numbers down. And cut them all up, put them in the trays, added some slices tomatoes, and put them in the fridge because not everybody likes onions. And so I put one in there for me that had onions, shredded cheese, tomatoes. Got all those pre-made. And steaks are marinating. I made some cinnamon rolls, the Pillsbury ones in the tube. And this Todd hasn't come out to have any. Hey, Giggles! And later I'm going to start the fire because I want to make a strawberry cake in there. We'll see what flavor, but I have so many cake mixes. And I want to take 2 round 9-inch pans and make a cake. So it's going to do a video on that. Lady Casca! Hi! You've gotten almost 2 feet shift? Oh my God. It hasn't really, it's excuse me, icy mix here. I'm just tired, so I might go take a nap. Oh, I hear footsteps. Miss Sierra. There's cinnamon rolls on the dishwasher. Yeah, so last night it was just leftovers because I had made raviolis, frozen raviolis with sauce for Sierra, but the night before, but she had went with a friend, so that was leftovers, and chicken tenderloins that I had fried up. So yesterday was leftover night. I just sent a picture to you. Yeah, because I've been going out every day. Is that your puppy wearing a coat, Lady Casca, or is that his natural colors? Beautiful. Look at all that snow. We don't have that much yet. Got some disturbing. Oh boy. I've been watching some videos. I haven't gotten all the way down my list yet. I think I'm down to like the C's. I'm just really tired. But yesterday I went out. What did I go do? Oh, I had signed up on Facebook. Oh, it's his natural colors. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful. But I had signed up on Facebook on a giveaway site to give things away because I've been cleaning the basement, and I went to go meet some people to give away a few items down at the local grocery store. And then I took Sierra because she slept at her friend, so went and took them out shopping to Sally's beauty store, and we stopped at Wendy's and Salvation Army.
Where's Jack?
I don't know. So I picked up this big bag. Sierra, go on the top of the fridge and get that bag of napkins that I bought. So I always buy stuff that I can use. Okay. I don't care if it was like party favors or whatever. So I bought this bag because it was the color of the tag was half off. So
Congratulations, it's a girl.
So it's a girl or boy. It was these napkins. And they were half off, so it was $1 for this whole bag of napkins. So I bought it, and she's like, "Why do you need that?" I said, "Because those are perfect for when I want cookies and milk at night, and I just want a napkin at $1 for that whole bag." They had brand new bags of flowered ones or stuff you could buy in the store, but they were like $4.99 for this small little package. I'm like, no. But these I can always use to wipe up spills when I'm cooking or whatever. I am having a grandson. Oh, giggles. I thought Sierra was behind me, but she's not. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's nice to see you all. So yeah, I picked up that, and I remember I told you a while back I keep a Google list of all my DVDs that I have in my book so that when I'm out I can scroll that list and see if I already have it. Well, I made a mistake, so I have to go through all my DVDs and redo my list because I bought season 6 of Sons of Anarchy again, and we had it. Luckily, it was only $1, but my list said I needed it. So when I got it the last time, I must not have updated it. So I bought it again. So I got to get that put towards the Goodwill. And I stopped into Big Lots, which I never do, but it was all in the same plaza. So I figured, you know what? And I didn't see anything in there I really wanted or needed. We're focusing so then the day before that, I had to go get my visor. Now my car took a nap in my bed. Lady Casca, it's so nice to have you here. Don't mind my craziness. I just didn't do anything. But so I have a RAV4, And a couple years ago, my visor started loosening up, and so it doesn't stay up. And I've heard it happens to a lot. I've read a lot of the Reddits and things like that. So we've tried everything. We've tried to Velcro it, suction it, all kinds of stuff. And finally, when I went in and got my tires the other day, I had them check the price of it, and they got it. And I only paid $130. It was literally done in 10 minutes. And they didn't even charge me for labor. It's just the charge of the price of the because it's a Toyota one. And so I finally got my visor fixed, because every time Chris gets in the car, as short as he is, he still hits that visor with his head. And I have too. So after a few years of that, I finally fixed that. So I got 4 new tires one day. And while they were doing that, they broke my door handle. The kid must have been really strong, because when he went to open my door, he pulled the handle right off. So they had to order another one. And I had to go back the next day for them to put that on. And and when they did put it on, it wasn't right. It was sticking open. So it was already 4:00 by the time I left that day, because they got it in around 2:30. I was already there in the morning for something, the tires, since 8. So I left there about 10 because they ordered it. And I went and seen my son and grandson out that way. So I wouldn't have to drive all the way back here, because it's like a 20, 30-minute drive almost. And I went back at 2:30 when they called, and she's telling me that it was going to take a long time. It was going to be there till 5:30. Well, the kid slapped it in there, obviously didn't do it right, and I was done in a half an hour. So when I got in the car, it was sticking open, so my door wouldn't shut. So I thought, okay, maybe the handle just needs to get used a little bit, because it was brand new. So I went to the pizza house. It was already after 4. I had a coupon for like $10 off. So I got us some food, came home. I was exhausted. And I called them and told them, because it was happening when I left the pizza house and when I got home, when I got up in the morning. So I called them that night and told them, and so I went back the next day to get the door handle unstuck. The owner actually went out there and fixed it. And that's when I ordered the visor. And so I've been out every day, just tired. And then I did supply shopping with Chris over the weekend. We went all day Saturday. We went to Ollie's, $350 at Ollie's. But I stocked up on toothpaste, denture stuff, everything that we needed, dish soap, to replenish what I've taken, because I still have years worth, but I wanted to fill in the gaps where we've pulled from. So I brought everything forward and restocked that. Shaving cream there was a good deal on shaving cream for me and Sierra, because normally a can is like $4. Well, they were $1.50, so I bought like 18 cans. I know, Gigs, you're getting a boy. Lady Casca's making chili, bacon, and eggs and biscuits. Ooh. I don't do chili, but I did have eggs for breakfast this morning. Shift kicker. 3 days worth of chili. Nobody here would eat that. Yeah, so we went to Ollie's, and that's out in Worcester. So we hit Ollie's, Chick-fil-A for the kids, my Boston Market, and they had nothing. They didn't even have straws. We got a piece of chicken, and I got the little bit of the red potatoes that they had and some corn, and the corn doesn't even taste good anymore. So we're not going there anymore. They cannot keep product in stock. The food's awful. So yeah, we went there. We stopped at the Walmart, got loaded Chris up on brand new pants because it's been a few years since he's, bought new pants. So it was about 300 and something there. But I stocked up on things I needed. Chris pants, Sierra some things, deodorants, just things, nothing extravagant. I did buy a new pocketbook because my shoulders are starting to hurt. And the one I had rips all inside. Everything was getting lost at the bottom. So I bought one that I could drape across. This was only $6, brand new at Walmart. And my wallet that I had where I put my change had ripped. So all my change was getting stuck in the bottom of the wallet. And so I got a new wallet. I went and picked up a new, I had a prescription. I had my doctor call in a prescription to my pharmacy. And then I signed up on the Blue Cross site and they sent me a voucher so I could get a brand new monitor for my blood sugar. So I have, because my other one was like 10 years old. So I got a new one. I stocked up on batteries, water. We're not done. We're just gonna keep going. We talked about, Chris actually wanted to do this, buying 2 more metal shelves, taking out the red cubbies that are downstairs, the pink ones, putting a shelf there. And then we have on the back end where his punching bag is, along the 2 rows of shelves that we have, 1 row of shelves, I have an entertainment center that I bought at Salvation Army years and years ago for like $20. It's really nice. It was worth way more than that. And because before the shelves were down there, we had a sectional down there that Chris's mother left behind that we had given her. And when she went to Texas, and we had a 42-inch TV that we put downstairs when we got this new one. So we were going to have like a room down, where the shelves are. We were going to have like a sitting area where we could hang out. We never ended up going down there. The couch was down there for months and months. We never went down there. Never went down there to do that. So we got rid of the couch. We gave it away. The TV's still down there, but the entertainment center is there. And I use that to hold all my packages of toilet paper and things that are not in bins. But we could fit, Chris went down and measured it. We could put another shelf there. Then he talked about going to get some plywood, 1 sheet of plywood and some 2x4s. And that shelf he made going across the whole perimeter of the basement where we have all the water stacked under. He wants to make another level because I have been buying 1-gallon bottles of water at the Dollar Tree, the Crystal Geyser and Poland Springs. I've been stocking up on 1 gallons because I started thinking emptying a bunch of these into a pan to make spaghetti or whatever is just wasting on the plastic. So 1-gallon jugs would be perfect for cooking and things like that. So we have no more room everywhere else. So we were going to put the 1-gallon jugs on the shelf, the wooden shelf he made, and then he's going to build another one right directly above it. So we have more storage up top, and that'll bring us to where the pipes are. Like we could put like our bug out bags there and some of the thin Sterilite containers that we bought for Food for Patriots. Those could slide right there because we keep them at the bottom of the stairs, the bug out bags and freeze-dried food, so we could grab and go. So he has some ideas, but we have to get stuff out of there first. Like that entertainment center has to go. And I've been bringing stuff to the Goodwill. I tried this whole Facebook thing, giving it away to people that, it's called Everything Free in the name of our town. So you don't pay, nobody pays for anything. But people, they say they want it and they don't show up. I waited like 20 minutes because I went down to meet them. Because as soon as I posted it all, porch pickup, they had to come here. I realized my street is shut down because they're installing gas lines. So people can't just come here like they want. They have to do like major detours all around to get here. And it's awful. So I figured I was going out anyway. I would meet them. They made me sit there 20 minutes and then one canceled on me. So I'm like, I'm done with that. It all got packed up and I'm bringing it right over to the Goodwill boxes right in that same parking lot. And I don't have time like that to waste. And it happens every time when you do those sites. People want it, want it, want it. And this one, when you post to give away, you can't just pick somebody right away. You have to let it sit for 48 hours and let all the people comment. And they have to tell you why they want it. And you go and pick the best one. So I picked the ones this lady wanted the Xbox 360 because her daughter needed something to play DVDs on because they didn't have anything. So I'm like, all right, that's a good reason. Let her daughter play her DVD because it didn't come with any games. It just came with a controller. She didn't show up. She texted me, canceled, as I was already sitting there at the time we agreed. Then another one said, while I was home texting her, I said, I can meet you at 11. Oh, yeah, that's doable. I get there, 11:15. She finally texts me back, well, I'm working. I can't leave. You knew that before I even left. So I'm all done with all that. Done with all that. Packing it up and it goes to the Goodwill. Whether they sell it, in their stores, I don't care. Because I could have sold all that myself. But then again, I would have had to deal with no-shows. And then people coming to my house. And I don't really want that. They would have had to drive all the way out of their way to get here through all the detours anyway. So try to be nice and give this stuff away. So when the lady came for the karaoke machine, I said, do you want this Xbox 360? If you know anybody that could use it, I gave that to her. And she showed up 20 minutes late because her son was having a fit. She said, or something. I don't know. But yeah, I have. And then Chris brought a big box of glass dishes that I had bought. It was like a set. It's like a crystallized look, and they have starred, and then you put olives in it and pickles when you're having a big together, and then they have the matching salad plates that are like this tall. You put them in the chiller. I bought them all at the thrift store years and years and years ago, and they've been sitting in a bin downstairs. So I just freeing up all these bins of things. I still got so much down there to do. I got buckets of food grade buckets that I can consolidate things in, and some things only have one thing in there because I've taken everything out and used it. So I got to go down and make room on the shelves by taking things out of the buckets and taking inventory of what I have. I have to start my onions and get my grow shelves in place. Yeah, Sandra, that was my intention too. Give it to people that need it because it was this site for. It was a wish list. So people put what they're looking for and people put what they're giving away. And it just seems like even at being free, and there's some really nice, expensive stuff, people just don't show up and you waste your time. It's like, nah, that ain't for me. And I could have a yard sale when it gets nicer out in the spring, but I'm trying to make space to stock up what I need. More water, things like that. I bought a whole bunch of little mini bins with the cover Sterilite from Walmart. It was like a 10-pack because I want to separate my adhesive tape and I want to separate my antibiotic, not but the antibiotic cream, the Neosporin, because I threw everything in a bin that has Mucinex and cough medicine, cold medicine, and Band-Aids. And
did you give the lady the microphone that goes with the karaoke machine?
Yeah, I gave her everything. So I want to separate them into little bins and stack them so that we can go right to that bin. Because when I went down to get Mucinex for her, I had to dig through all my round medical tapes and this, that, and everything else. So I want to separate all those. I want to do a lot of things, and I just haven't been getting it done. Sierra, you got to take that keyboard and put it back in your closet. because my grow shelf is going there.
Please.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Sandra. I figured I'd do a little one. I'm not going to stay on all day. I got a lot to do. I could use Ziploc gallon bags. I have a lot of those. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Then I could keep them all, I did do bins that had all their braces stuff, like their picks and things like that. And then I have a bin for all my diabetic supplies. And then I have a bin for flosses, toothbrushes, things like that. Me and Chris talked about that whole getting the shelves and building. And then we were talking last night. I'm like, I really don't want to spend any more money. But if he built those shelves, we could get three bottles of water wide going the wide way. So that would save us a lot, it would work. We would save a lot of space and I could fill that whole thing up with bottles of water. So I might still do that. And I found a store that had peat moss finally. The Lowe's in Killingly in Connecticut has it. Well, they did the other day at $25 a bale for 3 cubic feet. Nowhere else has it right now. I can't find it anywhere. So I was thinking of getting 4 bags of that and then what was the other one? There was something else I wrote down. Me. I wrote it down. We went to Bishop's Church of Latter-day Saints, and I got a case of flour, a case of sugar, a case of potato flakes, a case of hard white wheat. That was $230. But each case has 6 number 10 cans in there. So I got all that. What else did I get? What else did I have on my list? I have lists everywhere. I want to stock up and get a couple cans of shortening, case of potato dices, a case of peas, green beans, and corn, cream of chicken soup with herbs, a case of beef broth, some pesto. Oh, and we stocked up on laundry soap because I don't have my coupon fairy anymore. And that's where I got all that laundry soap for free. So we bought at $10 a big jug of laundry soap. We bought like 8 of them. And restocked that shelf. But it was peat moss and what is my list? Oh, that's a veggie one or a turkey one?
Turkey.
Where'd you get the? Oh, you made it out of a loaf. I got a loaf when I went to the thrift store that I used to work with. They get donations from all the local stores, Shaw's and whatever. And so they go once a week and pick everything up. I got a big thing of cupcakes frosted for Valentine's Day, big things of French bread. I got hamburger rolls, hot dog buns, bulky rolls. They're all in the freezer. So I got that. What was that item that I wanted to get? It was peat moss and crap. I can't remember. It was 4 bags of peat moss, and then I can't remember, but it was gardening related. My craft room became the office space and put everything space. I have so many clothes I need to get rid of. I'm gonna find a church to give them to. Yeah. Who did you order that from? What Giggles? The cases of number 10 cans? Yeah, I didn't order it. They have, so when we were out in Worcester, they have a Church of Latter-day Saints, and they give food away at a food pantry, but there's a front part where the public can go in and buy number 10 cans, all sealed with oxygen absorbers of everything. Everything. Flour, macaroni, spaghetti broken up into pieces. They call them spaghetti bites. Carrots, onions. You can even get water, life straws, and things like that. It's called Church of Latter-day Saints. And you go to the food storage when you look at the tabs. They do deliver. You can have it shipped to you, and it's real cheap, $3 for like a case to be shipped. So like a case of a 6-pack can of number 10 cans of like flour was like $50, $53 or something, or 43, or that was the cheapest. The sugar was like $50 for a case of 6 cans of sugar, hard white wheat, things like that. Yeah. Hey, Firefly. So yeah, and they're only open 9 to 12 on Saturdays and Thursdays. So Chris wasn't working this Saturday, so I took advantage of it, and we did all that. There's Mr. Jack. If you don't have one, you could just order it online and have them ship it to you. So worth the money, because everything is, most of it is 25 to 30 years shelf life. And when I was working for the Center of Hope, I would have to take a group of individuals and we'd go volunteer for the whole morning. And so when I found out that I could buy stuff, I would bring my debit card, because they only take debit. They don't take cash. So I would bring my debit, and I started stocking up, and that stuff's still down there. I've used a few things. So now once a year I'll go and pick up a few things. How was the cardiologist, Firefly? Your heart's still beating. That's a good thing.
Mine's not.
No. Sierra, I had given her, her friend took her to a place called Apex. It's like an indoor arcade and bowling. Trampoline park, arcade. So they went, I gave her $100. Of course, I gave Todd $100, even though he doesn't go anywhere. But when I give one something, I give the other. And she took the rest of the money yesterday, and we went to that Sally's, and she got all nail stuff so she could practice doing her nails. A nuclear testing done? What is that?
Nuclear or radioactive?
Nuclear testing.
Search it up.
I will later. Tell Sierra I think she's absolutely beautiful, Giggle says.
Thank you.
She says thank you. This is her. She's standing on my couch. This is what she does. She barely sits on it. She just stands on it. That's why we don't get new stuff. That was free on Free Cycle. I got that whole living room set for free.
From a lady who didn't want it because it didn't match her paint color.
Yeah, they were rich. They were, because she got rid of it. It's like a $3,000 set. It's a sectional with a lounge at the end. Brand new with the throw pillows. She got rid of it for free because it didn't match the paint on her walls in the living room. I'm like, okay.
We're not complaining.
Nope. Fits my hiney.
You could, and if you wanted to, you could sell it for $3,000.
Not anymore. It's pretty worn out. I have my own little butt print in there. I'm trying to remember what I was. Oh, it was 4 things of peat moss.
Mom.
What?
Wasn't this couch like really hard when we first got it?
Yeah.
And now it's really soft. And
I think it might have been Black Cow. Stock up on Black Cow. We have tons outside, but I want more.
Well, I'm gonna go fix
And I noticed Ocean State, where we got our potting mix last year, it was $3.50 a bag. Now it's $5 a bag. But I wanted to start getting that because we got our taxes done and we got our federal already a week later. So I took $1,000 right off the bat and put it on our oil account so that we'd have a good chunk in there. And the oil is going down. The last month I paid 4 something a gallon, and now it's under $4 a gallon. Hey, Ginger Ninja. I know I got to get my shelves together in the house so I can get my onions started. I noticed I got rid of a lot of things that I've been holding on to and I'll never use. So I should be down there right now getting things moved around so he can take the entertainment center out. Yeah, there's a lot because we figured we could move things around, and I have tons of those bags where you vacuum the air out, and I just never use them. And why don't you leave that in there for every time you need it? So you got to wash it down, make sure there's no nail polish stuff on it. She was doing her nails last night, and the smell, it was like a chemical factory in her room. And she's sitting there, no problem. I'm like, you need to open up the windows because it was starting to come out here. I'm like, how are you not getting a headache from all that?
It wasn't that bad.
Because we could smell it out here. Chris was smelling it. So we put a good chunk of that money away for savings, but we also just strictly bought things prepping wise. That's it. It is. It's nasty out here. Very slippery. I went and put ice melt out today. Chris didn't because he knew I wasn't going anywhere. So, yeah. But I spent the morning since I've been up getting salads prepped. There's tons of salads in there. So when you want a salad, Sarah, just grab one, add whatever else. I put lettuce and tomato. So whatever else you want, just add to them. Throw the plastic containers in the trash. Yeah. I think I have a Mrs. Bud's chicken pot pie in the freezer. So I'm going to use that for dinner tonight because I'm trying to clean out the freezer that is on top of our other fridge down there so that I can shut that fridge down and save some electricity because the bills are crazy. $500 this month for electricity. We're on a budget plan for $341 a month, but it tells you what was over that each month. So I take and I put that money in an envelope. So when the year is up, I'm not slammed with a huge bill. So I took I paid the $341 and then I had to put $180 something towards the overage in the envelope. So
Jack's gonna sit with you.
So what have you all been up to? I was just watching videos and I saw that there was Chris sent me a YouTube link about another catastrophe that happened. And then I saw about the Oakwood plant. They had scientists heading there on a plane and the plane crashed and they all died. Go figure. They were on their way to that nuclear plant that had a fire or whatever. And they all died. 5 of them. Tell me that wasn't with everything going on right now, it's way too much. Way too much to be coincidence for all these things happening. And that's why we're amping up what we're doing, because I even got Christmas presents for the grandbabies put away because I go down the clearance aisles at Walmart and wherever I go and I see things that are marked down, I'll grab them and put them away. Yeah. Can you believe that? And it wasn't on the big front page news. Of course it wasn't. And then all these things catching fire, and no. It's either they're hiring idiots that don't know how to do their jobs or they're not training them, but that's highly unlikely. Awesome, Shift. What's 12 Central And what does that mean, Eastern? I don't know the difference. I never can remember that.
You can just look up the translation on Google.
I know that. Oh, look at that. Another sale at Ollie's. I found some really good deals. I couldn't believe I lucked out so good. So good at Ollie's. I got a book. Let me go get this book I found. I was looking through all the books. I thought this was like, it was only $4.99, I think. And I was looking through all of them. But this one's called Home Repair Wisdom and Know-How. 3,485 projects and step-by-step instructions from the editors of Fine Home Building. But it has so much in it. Drywall, just walls and ceilings, carpentry tools, roofing, electrical, siding, doors and windows, kitchens and bath, insulation and weatherproofing, painting, flooring, just everything. I thought this would be really neat to have. I'm an hour later. Okay, so it'll be 1 o'clock here. Well, when I see it, I'll put the notification on. Oh, wow. I didn't know about that, Jet Gigs. Yeah. And like I keep hearing, what's the worst that can happen if you don't need it? You know what I mean? And I stock up on the things that will last on my shelf for years. Laundry soap, dish soap, all the expensive stuff. I figured while we had our tax money, I put some away, but I also got everything. Chris needed new pants, he just didn't, he's getting holes in his jeans. So I got my tires. I got the visor. We got him new work boots, steel toe work boots, $230 something. And we went all over to the places we normally get working gear, Tractor Supply, Clem's. Nobody had them. We had to order them on Tractor Supply, and we're waiting for them to come in. But $233 for his boots. So I'm like, but he has to bring the receipt in, and he'll get $150 back. So to his job. So we got the boots while he had the money. His money for the dentures, he should be getting his dentures in a couple weeks. I think he has one more fitting to make sure that they're good, and then he'll have them after that, another 2 weeks later. Those are all paid. After all the insurance paid, we only had to pay about $560 for the dentures. But we had to pay for the tooth extraction, some money here and there. So, but that's Sierra's braces will be paid off next month. Hey, Susie D. So we were very smart with what we got for our taxes this year. Yeah, we're still waiting on the state. Those should be in on the 27th, but that one is like $480. But that's getting put away because we've gotten everything we need. A spam risk. I picked up these things, keto fat bombs from Slim Fast, and I bought the peanut butter cups. There was no taste to them, no taste at all. Those went bye-bye. And then I bought another one. It was a strawberry cheesecake bar. Those were awful. These ones are tolerable. These are mint chocolate snack cups, and they actually they don't taste bad at all. And like after dinner, I like to have like one little piece of chocolate. So for 1 cup, 8 grams of fat, 7 carbs, fiber is 3, and no sugars. So I think it's erythritol or something. So I've forgotten how to figure it out, but I think you subtract the fiber from the total carbs. So it'd be 4 carbs. But it's saying here 1 net carb, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know. But I haven't. Then I found Russell Stover sugar-free, made with stevia. It's strawberry flavored cream. 2 pieces would be 18 carbs, no added sugars. But I only need like 1 piece after dinner. And then I found Russell Stover sugar-free chocolate candy coated peanuts. 1/8 of a cup is a serving size. And then I found, these were at Big Lots, sugar-free coconut. So, and then I found these at Ollie's. These were 0 sugar York peppermint patties. But I just need that one little piece of chocolate after dinner when I'm laying on the couch. Other than that, I don't really snack. Been in winter blues, winter cold for months. I miss you too, Susie D. If you can't go north, come here. If you can't go south, go north to Lee's. Yeah. I just seen where you dropped Swedish meatballs. Oh yeah, I scheduled that a couple days ago. Cause I haven't been doing any videos. I gotta get back on doing videos. So I scheduled that when I uploaded them. I scheduled it like 2 days ago. I scheduled it for today. I didn't I dropped the monetization part of YouTube. I'm not doing that anymore. And I dropped Thrive Life as a consultant. I'm just a regular monthly delivery subscriber now. I'm no longer a consultant. All my people, I believe, went to Lisa Sutton because she was the person I signed up with. And I feel like a weight has been lifted off I don't have to save my receipts anymore. I don't have to prove anything. I'm glad I did it. I made a whole whopping $100 from YouTube from October to January. And I'm like, I don't have the followers and I don't have the patience to save receipts and all that. Coming to live with me? Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun, actually. But yeah, so it's been strictly preparing mode. We stocked up on batteries. I just ordered Sierra some picks for her braces. To clean underneath her braces and stuff. So I stocked up on those. I am waiting on my Dixondale onions to come in the spring. And then my Prairie Woods company, I got seed potatoes. So I'm waiting for those. But I haven't been buying things. We've been just socking our money away. I'm not sure if I'm going to get my air conditioning fixed in the car because that's another $1,000. We'll see because his hours are not back to crazy hours. And so, we'll wait. Yeah, I got an email from Ollie's. There must be a new sale going on, but you never know when you find something. Like I paid like $8 for a tube of Fixodent at Walgreens. Okay, they had them for $2 something at Ollie's, so I stocked up on Fixodent. I got the cleaning tabs you put in the water for Effordent. I stocked up on Head and Shoulders because Todd likes Head and Shoulders. Yeah, I stocked up on things that I knew were expensive and laundry soap just to get a good jump on it to replace what we've used over the last 2-3 years. Knowing that I'm not going to have my coupon lady anymore. Thanks, you all. Truth, both sides of my ankle messed up my Achilles. No pain med. Oh my God. My gosh. So yeah. We got some cleaning down in the basement to do. It's just hard for me because I can put it in one spot and it'll sit there for months. I need Chris to actually get rid of this stuff. Like I have all the boxes for my shop lights that we've never put the shop lights back in the boxes, so I got to get rid of those. Just things, just things. I have a bin with camping what do you call those things? Sleeping bags. So I want to utilize like have him bang some nails into the rafters and hang the lightweight like bags up there, like my bag of mittens and gloves. I could hang those from there. Move all my canners over to near the end of the stairs here on the shelves so I can get to them easier, and use the back shelves for all my number 10 cans that are still in boxes and my canning foods that I've done because it's colder over there. It stays much more cool over there, and then it would all be in one spot. I have a bag with an extra tea kettle, an extra can opener, electric. I have an extra toaster, a small toaster that I had that still worked. I just bought bigger ones. So I keep that in one of those bags that zips that like sheets and comforters come in. I keep all that together in one of those bags. So if I even have my old microwave down there that I got a newer microwave from a coworker that was giving it away when her boyfriend moved in with her. So I put my old one downstairs as a backup microwave. I have my steamer canners. I have meat grinder. I do want to get a hand crank meat grinder. That's the next thing I want to get. So I have all that all on one side. I want to get it like all together. We just need a good organization. I need to do it when Chris is home. And then when we get down there, we just like, you go down there and you get overwhelmed. I had all these glass jars that had the lid that comes down and it metal latches with the ring, the rubber ring, but they're small. And I had picked those up at a yard sale for like next to nothing. And I don't use them because I have all the ones upstairs that I use. So I have those on the porch. I tried selling them. There was 10 of them. There's some big ones and then there's some smaller ones, but nobody bid on those. So I'm just going to bring them to the Goodwill. I know. It's like that here too, Giggles. Hey, Han Solo. Honey-do list. No, I want to work with him downstairs so we can get most of it done. It's just been a lot. And it looks all good in my head when I'm planning it out. And then when we get down there, we're like, I looked at my box of potatoes that I put downstairs to sprout. They shot right through the cardboard top and made a hole. And the sprout is like this long over the lid of the box. I opened the box and all my potatoes are like wrinkly small. And the things are like this long. I used some like that last year when I planted and they still grew. So I'm going to keep them. Cornbread skillet. Oh, the one with the divided. Let me know how you like them because we don't eat cornbread really. And I think those dividers would be a real pain to clean. So I stick to, and I don't use my cast iron as much as I should, but I have it because if I have to cook in the fireplace, I have what I need. I'm learning. And that was another reason I didn't want to be monetized anymore. I didn't want to feel like I had to put content out. Because if you don't want money from YouTube, you got to put content out. So now it's like, if I don't want to make a video, I don't have to. You know, this was supposed to be strictly for my family to see me anyway and see me later on. And who knows if this will even be around at that point, you know. I think I'm going to focus more on my photo albums too. And I've got tons of photo albums. I bought binders, those big white binders, because photo albums are just too small. And I don't want to have 300 photo albums. So binders, I can put them in the photo sleeves and I can get many more in there. So I'm thinking I'm going to focus more on my binders of pictures. Because what's the one thing that Lori grabbed from The Walking Dead when this whole thing hit? She grabbed all her photo albums. So I'm going to do more photo albums and not worry about these videos so much. I've just kind of realized I don't want things dictating my life. I want to streamline my life a little bit. And that's why I got rid of the being a consultant and the YouTube monetization. I want to make things more simple so I can focus on other things. So you may not get videos from me every day like you were used to. Yeah, that's the same with me, Ginger Ninja. That's why I got that pan at BJ's. It was $35.99 when I got it. It is now on clearance for $24.99. That's $10 off. So I might get another one because I love it so much. The snow is still coming down. I just got a text from the grocery store. They have these, it's called Hot List. And it's a special sale they do for a couple days. Oh no, this is the weekly ad. So I have to look at that. It's coming out starting tomorrow. So I get it a day early. But I want to stock up on chicken tenders. I tried to get chicken tenders from my butcher. And when I got them, they were just pieces of chicken breast cut up. I didn't like that. They were big chunks. I like the small little Purdue chicken tenders. So they had a sale down the street the other day. It was like an in-store sale, so it wasn't advertised. So I want to maybe go to BJ's and get the big long packages and then repackage them. We have like one empty shelf in one of the freezers, and then I have a lot of pasta down there that I have to take out and let dry out and then package up. That's another project. I had taken those big black storage bins with the lids, the yellow lids, and I threw all my pasta cuts in there that I Mylard. So it's a mixture of elbows and the rotinis and penne and spaghetti, but I don't know what I have of each one. So I think I'm going to separate the bins out and do all of the same pasta cuts in one bin. So that I can go right to that bin and get the pasta cut that I'm looking for. I have the bow ties, and I mean, I got tons all in one bin, and I don't know if I have more of one kind than the other. Yeah, I'm realizing the heaviness of those cast irons. It's nice to have for an emergency, but the pans that I got that I cook in they taste just as good as being in a cast iron. They're just lightweight. Yeah, I have a Dutch oven. My son and daughter-in-law got me a couple years ago. It's a big one, and it's nice. I haven't done bread in it. I might have to try that. I don't make bread that often. I can't eat it a lot. So I get it every once in a while when I go to that thrift store and they're giving loaves away of French bread and this and that. It's nice and soft, and like Sierra just used it. That's been sitting there for about a week now, and it's still nice and soft. I buy the frozen chicken and boil it and then dice it and then fry a few minutes with butter and seasonings, and it makes it easier in tacos. Yeah. Ooh. I just did that. I cooked steak the other night. Todd had a piece left. So I cut that up into chunks and put it in the fridge. I can use that in a wrap or something. Nothing's going to waste here anymore. Hey, Eric. Steel and Tree. Oh, yeah. I didn't even print out the March specials for Thrive. I think the diced beef is on special, but I'm not a big fan of the diced beef. I like the ground beef. And they had mushrooms and things that I wouldn't eat. So I don't know if I'm going to buy any of the specials. I might just buy some of the regular price stuff because there was really no specials that I wanted for March. And I keep it under $100 or under. I have a lot of cans I got to move because we got to move those cans to the back shelf. And I want to label them with the date and the expire date on the fronts. It's like a complete overhaul of everything we've done down there is what I want to do, because when I first started it, I just stocked up on things and shoved it down there. Things are not in a good organizational order. Things things that are the same. Like I have my Thrive Life on those shelves, but then I have more number 10 cans in the back next to my pressure cans. I want it all together. And I didn't know about labeling the number 10 cans at the time. So now I want to go back and label things, because some things I've had down there for 3 or 4 years, and I need to put the newer stuff in the back. And I want to take stock of what I got. How do you guys? Okay, so I saw I've used the cream of chicken soup, the Walmart brand, the Great Value. But I really like the Campbell's. But the Great Value brand is like 58 cents a can. It's like part of me feels like I should stock up on some of those, but I really, really like the Campbell's one better. So it's like, I don't know. I should, because I could use one can of Campbell. If a recipe calls for 2 cans, I could use one Campbell's and one of the other one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I should bite on that. If I should break down and buy some of the cheaper ones. I know, Ginger Ninja, I feel the same way. It's all day. I remember going to my meme's house, and in the morning she would make a big breakfast for my pet. He would go off to work building houses and things like that. He'd come home for lunch every day, and she'd have lunch, a big lunch for him. And in between, she'd be washing dishes, starting for the lunch, and throwing a load of laundry in and vacuuming. And then she'd clean up the lunch dishes. He'd go back to work, and she'd be working on dinner. I remember watching her. She had the old pressure cooker, the round metal with the little thing. I never knew what it was at the time, because he always was a meat and potatoes. He had to have meat with every meal. Every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, every day. Every day. That's all that woman did, was cook, clean, repeat, cook, clean, repeat. You didn't smoke? You should just stick with that and don't smoke anymore, as I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm supposed to go back for some more labs, but I'm trying to wait, because I just got the bill for Sierra when I went to urgent care. Luckily, I paid half of it when I went, so I'm waiting for them to send me the final bill. Yeah, get some rest. I put another item in your Christmas bag, Firefly, just yesterday. I was out and about and I saw it, and I'm like, oh, I remember she said she liked these. So I went and got it, and it went in your bag this last night when I got home. Oh, yeah. And I have a rough estimate as to when Prepper Steading will be coming. So, Firefly, I will let you know. But it's going to be a secret from Chris, so we can't tell him. Oh, yeah. Stealing tree. Oh, Shift, you dropped your phone in the snow? Oh, Lady Casca, you dropped your phone in the snow? Yeah, it is better than a big puddle. Try the toilet. Try the washing machine. Chris dropped his in the washing machine. Yeah. I'll let you know, Firefly, because me and Steading talked last night, because Chris is on the phone with him pretty much almost every night when he comes home from work. He's got his headset on. So when he has his headset on, I know he's on the phone with Steading. And sure enough, every night almost, they're on the phone with each other when he comes through the door. So he put me on with him, and well, he did some stuff around here, and me and Stedding talked, but it's a surprise from Chris, so we can't say much. But yeah, I'll definitely let you know so you can come up too. I've read when you fast from things that poison you, it takes an average of 7 days to neutralize and start to feel normal again. My son does that too. He does fasting like that. Yeah. He says he feels really good when he does that. Wow, we're over an hour. I said I wasn't going to be on long. Oh, it's only 10:34. I feel like it's like noontime. But yeah, I'll probably go downstairs and do some stuff. I'll get overwhelmed when I get down there. I just headset in the basement. Oh my God, Firefly. I try to never carry my phone when I'm out of the car. I always stick it in my, because I have done that, and now I leave it in the pocketbook. Just stealing tree. Yeah, so I have to get one of the shelves put in here off the porch. I have to get some seed starting soil mixed up and hot boiling water over it, let it sit, and get my I did that bag on the table has all my seed starting stuff in it. So I'm just gonna do onions right now because it takes a good 10 weeks. So I'm just doing some onions. I may try to do a head of lettuce in a bucket. We'll see. I'd like to just try it in the house and see how far it gets. Um, Start it in a regular cell start, and then get it up to like a 3-gallon bucket or something. Because they don't have long roots, so you don't need a deep, deep, deep bucket to do a head of lettuce. So I'd like to try it while I have the shelf out and the lights going. You slept in my bed. Ah, giggles, you're funny. You got grandbabies now. You got to stay there and love up on them. I saw my grandson the other day. I brought him some dinosaurs that I found at the store, and they sent me pictures the next morning. He's sitting on top of the table with his plate and all the dinosaurs around his plate. He sleeps with them too, apparently. I found an outfit marked down from $20 to $6 from Walmart, and it was Buzz Lightyear sweatshirt with the black pants. I thought that was cool, so I got him that. No, Firefly, you need to rest. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might lay down for a little bit, or I might go downstairs. iPhone 8. Yeah, my son had given me an iPhone 5 back years and years ago. I didn't like it. Oh, gotta load a bunch of boxes of clothes for donation. Too many, no room for them at the flea market. I've really cut down my spending. I just paid 1,000 extra this month on the mortgage. So our regular payment and then an extra 1,000. I'm getting that thing paid down. Believe me. Magic Wings Butterfly Place. There's a place in I took the kids to one out near Deerfield. It was right down the road from the Yankee Candle in Deerfield. I think it might be the same place. They were little babies at the time. They were like they were walking, but they were small, and they they had butterflies landing on their shoulders and all that. Wow, that's a lot of boxes, Steel and Tree. Yep, I'm getting rid of stuff too. I had platters, like big round, like deli platters that we'd have at our work when we'd have parties and stuff. They were black plastic trays, heavy duty, where like sandwiches and subs would be on. I would take those home and put them, and I would use them for my cookouts. Big cook. When we first moved here, we had lots of cookouts with a lot of people. And over the years, I just stopped doing it. It was a lot of work for me. But I had kept all those and Christmas platters and tins, and I just got rid of all of that stuff. Even my deviled egg trays with the hole in them that are built in, I got rid of all those because we never used them. I would just throw deviled eggs on a plate. So I started thinking, do I really use this stuff? And I didn't. So I got rid of it all down to Goodwill. Serving trays, plastic serving trays that his mother had left behind, and I saved and we never use. Just cleaned out like 3 bins of stuff that I didn't use. Yep. Little by little, I'm doing it. Books that I read that I had saved, just just got rid of a lot. Ginger Ninja. A lot of people are doing cleaning. I mean, there's not much else you can do but go through your stuff because the weather is just crappy. It's 20. It says 29 here. I don't know. I haven't been out since this morning when I sprinkled the sidewalks and stuff with. We had Sunrun. 2 people from Sunrun come yesterday. They came and they're knocking on the door that I specifically have a sign on in plastic that says "Use other door." I said to him, I said, I'm really not interested. Thank you, though. Well, we know your electric went up. I said, that's fine. You really need to let us talk to you. I'm like, no, I've had people from your company come before, and I'm just not interested in solar right now. Well, you're making a mistake. I was like, I'm good. He goes, well, there's a lottery going on in your town right now where you can get on it and get 100% of it free. And I'm like, I'm good. They did not want to leave. I'm like, I just walked back in the house and he was still yelling back at me. It's like, not the way to do business, dude. Turquoise mini fridge is gone. Huh. Yeah, right now I don't want to put anything out in the snow and have it get ruined. So just I bring it down to the Goodwill and I shove it in the slot and it goes down. So I watch Our Half Acre Homestead, and Bev put out a video on Rumble. And I'm going to show you those 15-minute cities. She showed it like this and she explained it because I wrote other things over here. So she drew a circle and she cut it into, those are going to be districts. Okay. Each section, they're going to carve out districts. So if you lived here in this district, but your mom was over here and you wanted to go visit her, you couldn't just drive or go there. You have to come out here and go all the way around after you get a pass to leave. This is what she's saying. You have to get a pass to leave your district. But it's supposed to be so that everything you could ever need is within 15 minutes walking distance. Okay? Then there's another thing she was talking about, your carbon footprint. That everybody, I guess it's already being started somewhere else. I can't remember where she said. Every person gets a carbon footprint allowance for a year. So if you walk anywhere, it doesn't take from that allowance. If you take your bike, it takes a little bit. But if you drive a car, it takes a certain percentage out of your carbon footprint allowance for the year. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And with the digital ID and the digital money system, it'll be able for them to control it, which makes sense with all that they're trying to do. Yeah. Go watch our Half Acre Homestead, I think, or Bev Volpe. I can't remember what she's named on Rumble. She puts stuff on there that she knows that the tube won't mess with. Kind of like Alaska Prepper and Pinball, they go on Rumble. She has one too. That's why a Ginger Ninja, you go out there with your pew poo right next, hold it right in your hand on your side, and when they see that, they'll just go. Yeah, they are. It's part of what they're trying to do, Firefly. Surprise, and think about it. That's why they're messing with all the farmers with all the big land, because they want them in so they can take the land. They can take that land. Oh, thank you, Sandra. But she brought it over on Rumble. I don't know where the link for that is, but yeah, she explains it all. COVID and all the lockdowns for that was just a test run for them to see who exactly would follow and comply with the shutdowns and the lockdowns. And it makes sense. It really does. I don't talk about it much on here, but she even showed a sign where it says 15-minute cities out there and wherever she was talking about. It had the sign right there, and it had a picture of a map, like a map where it said 15-minute cities. It was a big sign out there. Yep. Think about all that land, Sandra Moody, that they're trying to in Ohio. Think about all those people's land that if they can get them to move away and pay them good amount of money to move away, they can let that land sit and clean it slowly and get back to normal 10 to 15 years from now. And then they have that all that land because all the people, they've paid them to leave. They've gave them money to leave. And from what I heard on another channel, it's 4,000 something people in that town. And the majority of it was 65 and over. And it's not a rich town. There's not a lot of money flowing in that town. What better place to try this out? Yeah. Yes. I learn a little bit from each channel that I watch, and it makes sense. It makes sense. They're going to go after the people that have these big lands with a lot of land and space on it, so they can own that eventually. And that's where they're going to grow all the crops and stuff to feed all the people in those little 15-minute cities and supply it all. That's what I think. Bye, Shift Kicker. Get some rest. You can't sustain yourself on your own land because it's damaged. It makes it easier to herd the masses to the cities where the food is. Right. And they're going to make it sound worse than it is so they can snap up that land. Yeah. You know, when that'll happen, who knows? But it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Like Alaska Prepper, I watched him today and I didn't realize I learned something new again today. He was showing all the meds to stock up on while they're available. And I did not know that aspirin, because I guess his brother is a pharmacist. So ibuprofen can last after the best by date. But aspirin really doesn't last after the best by date because it'll start getting like ammonia smelling, so you don't want to take it. I didn't know that. He said definitely don't use aspirin after the best by date. But ibuprofen can last after it. So I was like, oh, that's good to know. Oh, thank you, Sandra Moody. The water bottling company that is in their town got their water from nearby sources. They had to shut down because they knew they could get sued. Yep. It said no humans on parts of it. And then you start seeing all these videos of people taking pictures of trains sitting neutral on the tracks and with chemicals and stuff. Yet they said the pipeline was dangerous. They said the pipeline was not safe. Okay? Yet send this stuff on the train tracks where it could be derailed and many more things happen to it. Makes no sense to me. When the wheat burns with the chlorine and then the water gets added to it, makes it one of the most deadly chemicals. Oh, wow. Yeah. Too many things are happening. They think people are stupid. They think people don't pay attention, and they should realize more and more are now. It's because they kept them locked in their homes and everything for so long. People got used to being home, and now they're paying more attention. It's how it happened with me. I was busy working all the time. I wasn't home to pay attention to news. I was living my life daily, daily, daily. Once I got laid off and I started learning and learning about all this, you become more informed. That's what happens when you lock everybody home. Predict stuff like this in all these movies, but it's really them writing the script and then playing it out. Yeah. How can a plane with 5 scientists going to the newest plane crash, the newest they were heading to Ohio for that nuclear thing, the Y2 thing. 5 scientists to go assess the damages and assess it all. They all died in a plane crash. Tell me that wasn't planned. Come on now. Ginger Ninja. I wouldn't have said a thing. I would have just walked away or not even listened to her. Yep. I am not going ballistic and I'm not going crazy, but I'm stalking more. I'm getting up off my butt and getting out there, even though I don't like going out in the winter. I am getting it while it's available. I'm making sure I stock things that will last on the shelves. Bags of trash bags. Those prices are already high. They've always been high and expensive. So they're only going to go up in the next year or two. So if I can get a good stockpile of all that stuff, it's one less stress on me to have to worry about. We were buying those 1 pound canisters for the Coleman grills, the gas grills. When I started buying them, they were 2 for $7. That was years ago. 2 for $7. Right now, at the store we went to, they were 2 for $12.99. Walmart had them 2 for $10. The Clems we went to, 2 for $12.99. This Clems is a family-owned store. It's one of a kind. It's for all animals and farms and everything, but they always are higher. So down the road was Walmart, and I priced them 2 for $10. $5 each. And back a year or two ago, I was getting them for $3.50 a piece. That's why I stocked up, and we have like 180 of them back then at those prices. Yeah. I not only did I get my regular trash bags, I got those big black construction bags. And I got some of those because those are good to cover up a window, or if a car window breaks, you could cover that up. Um, put things down, cover things with. I got a couple big rolls of those. I got the big trash bags because my kitchen one's a 13-gallon or something like that. So I got the bigger ones for the big trash cans outside. I stocked up on those. These are all things I was getting for close to free with my coupon lady, and she's not doing it anymore. So I have to start buying it just like everybody else at regular price. I'm not going to go clipping $1 coupon off here. I don't want to get a subscription of newspapers just for that. It would cost me more to get the newspaper delivered. And then some weeks the coupons are just pure crap. So I do have a few sites that I can order coupons for. They're clipped and sent. I just haven't been on them lately. But they're not the free ones. So I have to adjust now, like everybody else, at buying things. So there's no way I'm paying full price. Yeah, and I also have to keep in mind I got to keep putting money away. I want to have a 3 to 6 months money in our account for bills if something would have happened to him. You know, um, Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University is free right now for a year. You get that. You get the Every Dollar app, and you get something else. Freebiemom.com. If you go on Facebook, she posts links for all kinds of freebies and contests and sweepstakes. Well, she posted that this morning, and I went right up and signed on it. And it's a workbook, and you can fill it out or print it out or download it, and it helps you set up your baby steps. And so if anybody has always been interested in Dave Ramsey, you can go download it for free. I downloaded the whole thing for free. The whole workbook. You can do the whole Every Dollar app, which helps you figure out your debt and then how much to pay on like Snowball and all that. I followed him a few years ago when I was trying to get out of credit card debt. I followed some of his philosophies. Yeah, Sandra Moody. And when I've been out at the stores lately, the shelves have gotten so narrow on the items. Like the rice shelf used to take up half the aisle. Now it's like a little portion. Pasta, same thing, a little portion. They don't have as many of the cuts they used to have. Now that you could throw in a Mylar bag and you can store that for 20 years. The rice and the pasta may not be the best for you, but if you're in a really bad situation and you're not going to care about your diabetes numbers or you're going to want to eat. So even a quarter cup of pasta will help you in a pinch. So I have hundreds of pounds of rice downstairs and hundreds of pounds of sugar and pasta and everything because it stores long term and I don't have to think about it for a long time. I just got to organize it. Yeah, but you can get it for free right now. She had a link. If you go to Freebie Mom on Facebook, she had a link. Yep. And a free link for a free sample thing of CBD gummies. I think they were peach flavored or something from a company. I signed up for that too. I was going to give it to my parents because y'all know I'm not going to be taking it, but I figured I'd give it to my parents. And it's free. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the Ramsey show. Yep. But if you go to, like I said, if you go to Freebie Mom, I'll put the link for Freebie Mom in here. Oh, wait, I can't. I have to go into a different tab. My bad. Let me see if I can find it. Oh wow, Lisa Sutton made homemade English muffins. Wow, they look like store-bought. Okay, so here's Freebie Mom. 28 minutes ago, she gives out gift cards too. But I'll put the link to her Facebook. And she does like links for giveaways and all different companies who do giveaways. And she gives away a lot of freebies too, like a lot of Amazon cards, but you have to be active and comment and this and that. And I don't do all that. Look at this, an hour ago, free bra and free shipping. You have to review it on Amazon after you get it. Free water energy supplement, plasma water shot, free sunscreen. So she finds all these things and she posts the link on her Facebook and people just click on it and do it. Yeah, this one was 21 plus free sample link. And when you click on it, it was free Gorilla Gummies or Energy Shot sample kit. So yeah. So yeah, I've been following her for years. There you go, Firefly. We got our federal Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday it came. Yep. And it's already gone. I withdrew most of it out of the bank and we went shopping and we put the rest away, not in the bank. And then my state will be coming on Tuesday. Yeah. But we paid off our vehicles. We didn't follow Dave Ramsey's plan like to the T. We paid off our vehicles. We got rid of the credit cards. We don't have the 3 to 6 month savings. We used to, but it dwindled. And we have the 1,000 in there. We have way more than 1,000 in there, but we don't have 3 months to 6 months in there. And I'm paying extra on my house instead of waiting until I'm further into the baby steps. So, and I don't have a 529 plan for the kids' school and all that. I'm not doing all that. I think their dad is doing something like that, but I'm not. And my main focus is to get this house paid off. Yeah, on her link there was a code, and when you go to the link that she posted, that code already populates into the field, and it made it all free. Oh, Ginger Ninja, that sucks. We figured it out. Me staying home and the two twins, we get more money back than if I would go to work, and it's not even worth it to go to work. So we've managed. I never thought that we would be able to live comfortably with me not working. I worked myself to death, and these last 3 years have made a big difference. We can manage. We can manage. It's made me realize our spending was out of control. So we just live on less. Oh, wow. The radiation injection is making my gut churn. Oh, I think their dad's doing something for their colleges. We've just never had the money for that. We were very careless and irresponsible for a very, very long time. I'm not going to lie. We just were. It's this last year or 2 or 3 that I've really stepped up and really paid attention and started doing things differently. Unfortunately, I'm 50 years old, so started kind of late in life. I don't know about that, Ginger Ninja. I don't know. We file together, married filing joint, even though I don't work. I did have a 1099 from Thrive Life this year, but I won't next year because I didn't even make close to the $600 that you need because I already canceled my consultant. So I canceled this month and I didn't even make enough last month. I did splurge a little bit and I ordered the Walking Dead season 11, but it's on pre-order because it doesn't come out until March. That was $30. But that was the only one I needed and I wanted it to finish my set. That's the only money that I actually wasted on our shopping trips this past week. I ordered it yesterday, but everything else. Oh, and this pocketbook, which was $6 in this wallet, but I needed something because all my pocketbooks had rips in them from years and years and years. I didn't buy myself any clothes. Chris got all clothes and he needed them. He had holes in his jeans everywhere and yeah. So he needed jeans. I came very close. Sierra wanted these sneakers that were like $180. And Chris wanted to get them for her, but unfortunately we can't find them around here. They're like specials. They're Air Jordan somethings. And we almost did it. We went to the shoe store to look for them and they don't have them. You have to order them online. But what I get for Sierra, I have to spend on Todd. And I didn't want to spend $400, half on a pair of sneakers and then give him $200. So I said, call your dad and see if he's willing to buy them for you. Because we don't ask him for much at all. We pay for everything. And he gives us our money every week. But what he gives me would cost the sneakers. So I don't ask him for a lot. He pays half, he paid for one of the kids' braces, the whole thing, $4,000, $5,000. And then he's still helping me pay the other kids. So I don't ask him for a whole lot, but he's always there. So I said, you talk to him and see if he'd be willing to do it. He lives in Philadelphia and they may have the stores down there. They don't have that stuff over here. So he was going to check it out, I guess. I don't know. Because they don't ask for a lot. They don't ask for nothing. These kids do not ask for nothing.
Yeah, we do.
Hardly. Sierra a little more because she's getting out there. Todd's not really out there. But she bought all her own nail stuff yesterday, or about $50-something with the rest of the money she had. Yeah. So they don't ask. Todd never wants anything. Yeah. So Chris wanted to get them for her because her grades are excellent. She doesn't ask for nothing. But we couldn't find them here. And then after all was said and done and we spent all that money on supplies, I was like, her sneakers are just fine. She's got nice new sneakers already. Yeah, you could, Sandra Moody. That's a lot of people like doing that. Yep, same with his jeans. And we had to go to 3 different places to get his jeans. And then his boots, had to buy them online. Actually, they just took the money out of my account this morning, so they'll be shipped to the store and we got to go pick them up at the store. Yep. His because he has to have steel toe and he likes the high heel. So, but he'll get $150 back from his job once he turns in the receipt. So you figure, let's see, they were $223 or $233. I'll say $233, but I don't think they were. So we'll only have paid $83 for those boots. And they last him years, so. Yeah, things are getting harder to get. That's why when I see things on clearance or I see a good deal, I stock it. Like I did 18 containers of Skintastic shave gel. We like the Skintimate, but when I saw them at Ollie's, like $1.50, I got tons of them. Because I don't like to go out. But yeah. So that's my advice is when you do go out, look for those deals. Stock up more than you think, you normally would. I went down and I took inventory. We got like cases about this high of cat food, Fancy Feast. And then we're just finally finishing all the Sheba that we had for him. Then I have several 5-gallon buckets with the gamma with all the pouches of the broths and stuff because he likes the broths. So I'm good on that, but I may, come summer when he's working more, restock Red Wings. He did have Red Wings years ago, but it's so far from here. We didn't want to do that again. And we're not even sure it's still there anymore. It was out in Springfield. So, and I did want to stock up on some, what do you call those things? They're for your pew-pews. Ammo. But we didn't save any money for that. And I need to keep adding to the savings that we have. Yeah, a lot of people were buying paint and stuff at Ollie's the other day when we were there. No, these were the pouches of the broths, and I make sure when I get them that the expire date is a couple years out. Freedom Seeds, that's the name. Yep. So I've already got a good stock of cold and flu and things like that for this following winter coming up. I made sure the expire dates were like 2025. Delsum works really good for Sierra, so I stocked up on some of that. And those bottles were $14 a bottle. I remember we went to Walmart and spent $99 just on meds, and it was just a small little bag, but you're going to want it come this fall and winter. And those shelves were wiped out when we went. We got the last few of different things, so I now know I'm good to get us through the winter next year, or a good portion of the winter. Maybe after I go, the next trip I go out, I will get some more because it will have an expire date that's further out of what I already have, so yeah. Oh, Steel and Tree. Let's see. I will definitely email you. I stock up on things that don't go bad, like baggies and Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers and things like that I can get. Like this, I was showing them. I got these. These are at the Salvation Army. I paid $1 for this whole bag of napkins. I don't have anybody, girl or boy, but this was a good deal. And we use these. So when I'm having my milk and cookies or when I got to wipe up a spill, I'm not wasting a whole expensive Bounty paper towel. I don't like spending money on things that you're going to throw away. So I got this whole bag for $1. When the bags of the packages of like Chinette napkins, a small thing like that was $5. I'm like, no, I'll just get this. I love thrift store shopping. And I showed them this book that I got for $4.99 at Ollie. So if you see things like that you can store that aren't going to go bad, that's what I would like. I can't find any children's cold medicine around here. Yeah, we had that too. There was none anywhere. Check out the Guns and Gadgets channel. They submitted bills screwing them. Yeah, I'm sure they did. That's what it's going to take, is people buying it and sending it to others. Then you got to be careful that they don't stop you from doing that. What are you doing? What's that noise?
That's my game.
Shut your door. Sounds like freaking Garfield or something. Right now, we're able to find stuff, but I say check your Ollie's or your discount stores, definitely. Now that I'm having to pay full price for things, I'm really paying attention. Anyways, we are at 1 hour and 45 minutes, so I think I'm gonna let it go for another few minutes and make it 2 hours, but that's it. Yeah, sometimes they lower the price because the boxes are I'm pretty stocked on all that, if you see any House MD DVD set seasons, let me know. I have a couple here seasons, but and Breaking Bad, I'm looking for Breaking Bad. I'll email you. I don't remember what season of Breaking Bad I need to complete my set. And Grey's Anatomy, I need like, let me see. Mm, I have on Breaking Bad, I have seasons 1 through 4. I need anything after that. I think there's 5. And then Grey's Anatomy, I have seasons 1 through 7. I need anything after 7. Not scratched though. I don't want anything scratched. Um and House. I'm looking for House. I have seasons 1 and 4. So I need others. But yeah, I'll email you sometime soon and let you know. I look at yard sales. That's why I keep a list on my Google. So while I'm out somewhere, I can check the list and see if I already have it, which I have to update and fix because I bought season 6 of Sons and Anarchy yesterday and I already had it. So my list was wrong. No, I don't have that one, Steel and Tree. I heard they're coming out with another Breaking Bad. I watched a trailer and they're coming out with another Breaking Bad too. Yeah. And another Rush Hour, and another Bad Boys, and another Lethal Weapon with Glover and Gibson. I saw the trailer for that. I don't want teasers. The reason I collect them, Han Solo, is that at some point when the kids are grown and gone, I'm not going to need all these Disney channels and Netflix and all that. And I can just watch DVDs when I want to watch something. So I try to get like I got all the Friends almost. I think I got to get a couple more. Just TV shows. I got the whole Dukes of Hazzard on DVD. I got all of Sons of Anarchy. I got all of The Walking Dead. I want to get Fear the Walking Dead when that finally. I think they're going to be doing one more season and that's it. So I got all of Longmire, all of Friday Night Lights. So when they're gone and we can just watch our favorite stuff. Oh yeah, Jenna, she has trouble with pills. Did you see the Malcolm in the Middle alternate ending to Breaking Bad? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so that's my main reason for collecting them. I got almost every movie like from the 80s that I wanted. I got like I think I got Turner and Hooch and I got the Goonies and I got Sweet 16 Candles and I got The Breakfast Club and I got all the Outsiders and um all movies. We've got like almost all the Final Destinations. I'm still but I only go to the thrift stores to find them. So I got to get a couple more of the Final Destinations. I got all the Halloween, all the Friday the 13th. We got that whole set. Um, Chris has all the Rob Zombie, Devil Rejects, and all those. So because my main thing is if things ever went down, and you couldn't stream something, and you buy all these on the streaming things and you save them to your accounts and all that. But what if you can't get to them? What if the grid goes down and they limit you on your electricity? They were doing that in some places. You could only use electricity from certain hours. It happened on the Fear of the Walking Dead. When it all came down and crashed, the military came in into all these communities and they limited when the electric would go on and off. You had to do your laundry and this and that during those hours, and then it would shut off at a certain time. What if we just didn't want to pay for all those streaming services? We would have things to watch. I picked up an extra DVD player at the Salvation Army. I tried it out. It was $4.99, so I have a spare DVD player. I want to get a brand new DVD player to also have on backup in case that one I got was on its last leg. I've heard about Northern Exposure. I've just never watched it. There's a lot that I want to get. Like Salvation Army had I got the 24. I've never watched the 24 series, but I collected most of them. There's like CSIs that I want to get when I see them in the Salvation Army. The big one that I went to had almost all the seasons, but they were $6 a season, and I just didn't want to pay for that at that time. I wish I had gotten them. Yeah, that whole shelf right there, and then I have all those shelves over there, which I got to put over here in alphabetical order according to my Google sheet. It's just Seinfeld I'd like to get, and Everybody Loves Raymond. I'd love to find the old Three's Company and the Happy Days ones. But I'm not paying full price for all this stuff. So when I see it out, I pick them up. Heart of Dixie is another one I'd like to get, but I don't see those around here. I really want Hawaii Five-0, the newer one, not the older one. Hey, Gigs. We have so many channels we watch right now. I love Tyler Perry's sisters, Yellowstone. I got all of the Yellowstones, all of the Cobra Kais. 1883, when 1923 comes out, I'm getting that. And when they finally do the 4/6s, I'm going to get that. And then the new one with Daryl Dixon, the spinoff from The Walking Dead, he's filming that now. So when that comes out, I'll do that. And then the one with Negan and Maggie go to Manhattan, I'm going to get those. I really want Fear of the Walking Dead. We're watching that now. But last night we watched all our episodes of 911 Lone Star, and all our like Rookie and Rookie Feds. I watched those. We're watching tonight. We're gonna watch all of Rough Country or Fire Country, and the ones that we missed of 1923. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen Fire Country, you got to watch it. It's really good. 24 is good, but it will seem like history because we are living it now. Yeah, I never watched any of them. I just saw them at the thrift store and they had a bunch of seasons all right there, so I got them. And then when I go out, I just look and see if they have any of the other ones that I need. I thought you were resting, Firefly. You are so crazy. You just don't stop. We couldn't find any cold meds around here for kids. They were sold out. I went to 2 or 3 stores, but I don't need any. Sierra takes the adult one. I got the whole season set of all the Sex and the Cities. I never watched it. I never was interested in it. But they had them at that dollar place I went for $1 a season. So I got every single one. It's up there. I'm not interested in watching it now, but I may someday. Oh, Josh Duhamel. I'm with you on that one, girl. I'm with you on that. So yesterday we went to Big Lots, okay? And there was a guy, he doesn't usually work up at the front register. He works in a different department, but he was working up there. He was so personable. He was hilarious and so different than what you're used to. He was cutie pie too. Cutie pie. Anyway, I think he made my face red because he was just you give him your loyalty card and he'd just take it but not let go. And everything he was just talking so much and he was you paid and then he put all the money down on it was like he wasn't even doing his job, but he was. It was just so personable and it made the shopping experience so much funner. I don't even know what to say. It was just, I remember his name was Christopher or Nicholas. Maybe it was Nicholas. I don't know, but he was a big dude, but he was so funny and so adorable. Oh my God. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. Just thinking of all different things, like DVDs, because like I said, at some point, where the kids are going to be gone. I got all of the Lost seasons. I got them all at the Salvation Army. I got all of Sopranos, except for I think I got the last one. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. I think I got them all. I found one season of American Horror Story because we really like that. We stopped watching it after a while, but I want to collect American Horror Story on DVD. But yeah. Also, when we get older, we're not going to be able to do as much. And we're going to be forced to sit down and do things. So having something to watch will be good and just throw it in a DVD, and not have to pay for all those streaming services and all that expensive stuff. I'm thinking I want to get an antenna eventually, a big antenna on my roof. That's something I'm thinking of purchasing and checking into. I don't watch the news, but I'd like to get an antenna at some point. Lost was a good one. I loved Lost. Yep. So there's a lot. My sister, Ginger Ninja, is the biggest Lost fan you'll ever get. She bought it and she's watched it over and over and over. I'm like that with I'm like that with The Walking Dead. That's how I am with The Walking Dead. I've watched it from beginning to end maybe 2 times, 3 times so far. But yeah, Lost, I got them all. And there was another one, Ghost Whisperer. Todd really liked Ghost Whisperer. Yeah. So there's a lot of shows that I don't even think about that once I see them, I'll pick them up. But that's my reasoning for doing that, is to have it for later. Because there's times when you're with a bunch of people, or like me and Chris and the kids have talked, and we're like, oh my God, Sierra, you should watch 16 Candles. And then you go to look for it on Netflix, and of course it's not there. It was there all the time, but then when you want it, it's not there. Or, oh, you should watch The Breakfast Club. That was the movie back in our day, or The Outsiders. So I found them and I've gotten them. Roadhouse, those, Wyatt Earp, Tombstone. Those are some good movies. Top Gun. I got both fire starters, the very first fire starter and the new one, which I haven't opened yet. But those old movies that you forget about, but then when you're in a conversation and you start talking about it and you're like wishing you could watch it. So that's what we've done. 100 was a good one. Yep. House is what I'm trying to collect now. I was doing it on eBay, but then my PayPal got hacked. And then I got one that was really scratched, and I was like, no more, unless I can see it before I buy it. So that's why I do the thrift stores. Oh, 5 miles away. Okay. Check your email. Watch the alternate ending first, then the other video. Okay, I'll do that after I get done on here. Revolution. I think I watched that. The Expendables movies. Let me see, because I thought. Let me see. I watched them when I know I watched the first one or two. I think I'm getting a pimple. No, I don't have that one. But I got Dumb and Dumber and Fly Boys and Gladiator, Goodfellas, Gone in 60 Seconds. I mean, I've got so many. I got all the Saws, almost all the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. I got Red Dawn and Red Dawn 2012. So I got the 84. All the Indiana Jones. But yeah, I picked up this one. It's a double feature. So it's got the Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze and then the Red Dawn with the other guy for 2012. So I got that. It's still in the package. I never opened it yet. Because we were talking about it one night and I went to go find that second one and you had to pay for it. And I'm like, nope. So we just happened to be out one day at Walmart. I think I got this for like $5 or $9, $9.99 maybe. So I got that. All the Jeepers Creepers, except there's a new one coming out. Hey, Moonlight. Oh, Walking Dead is awesome. Black Mirror, I don't know if I've seen that one. Black Summer was good. Tales of the Walking Dead. I did start watching that too. Yeah, I have several episodes that I gotta watch. Poker Face. Oh yeah, I have that saved on my list. Ginger Ninja. La Brea. I watched that. Yep. So yeah, I do collect them. Right now I'm trying to finish the stuff that I have partial sets of, and then I'll do more. I have the whole Game of Thrones because my son bought it. It's over there in that big box in the middle there on the shelf. But yeah, he bought me that, and then we went out and bought. Let me see. And then you got all the funny ones like The Neighbors and Road Trip and Whiskey Tango Foxtrot and Fight Club and Waterboy and let's see. Rambos. I collect the Rambos for Chris. I got the Avatar, Back to the Future too. But Castle is another one I'm trying to collect, and Empire. Will and Grace. I found one. I got season 1 of Will and Grace. But all the Jurassic Parks we got. Zombieland and the Zombieland 2. Yeah. I do have to go through it because I found a few of the Friday Night Lights seasons, and then I found the whole series on DVD for like half off. So I bought the whole series. So now I got to get rid of those other separate seasons that I bought of them for like $1 or something. All right, Steel and Tree, have a good one. Yeah, so that's part of my prepping because I'm prepping for later when I can get rid of all these streaming services and just watch once in a while, you know? Anyway, guys, it is now over 2 hours, so I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get to doing some things, and we will see you all later. I'll go check out my emails in a little bit. I'm going to grab something to eat and then sit down and read the emails, and put my stuff away that I just took out. But everybody have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.